I gotta also record this, so we're gonna upload it to this channel. Um, Shareable link. Okay. Second, boys. Okay, shared. Link is shared. I gotta share it to one more other place, and then we'll be good to go. But honestly, um, come on, thing, load up, bro. Yeah, sometimes, man, my computer, boys, we gotta clean my computer up. We gotta give it a good deep dish clean. You know what I mean? That makes no sense, but we're gonna go with it. I lost my pin though, boys. Lost my pin. RIP for the pin. RIP. Okay, besides the point, boys. RFK. He has some special words for Biden and the Democratic Party. Uh, has some special words for them fellows over there. Okay, everything is shared, boys. Headphones on. But we got some big news to celebrate today. Round of applause, boys. I can't drink because I'm mentally challenged. No, I'm joking. Um, Full screen. All right, here we go.
A long, long career and representing and serving our country, and for his handling of the many difficulties and challenges, personal challenges and tragedies that he suffered during his life with so much admirable conduct and the empathy that he derived from those experiences, that he was always proficient at showing to the rest of us. I want to add that a year ago, a little over a year ago, when I entered this race, I predicted that President Biden suffered from a degenerative condition that was not going to improve and that it would make it impossible for him to govern effectively.
To be honest, he's 81 years old now, but Biden was too old to be president. No offense. That is way too old to run a country, right? Way too old. We need a president that is younger, around his 40s again. Because if you're 80 years old, no, dadgum, that is old to run a country, right? No one should be that old running a country. They need to be chillaxing with their family, with the fam, not running a country. That's what I think.
Reaction of the DNC to that obvious condition was to hide it from the American public and to use their power over the Democratic Party nomination process to make sure that nobody could compete with President Biden in a way that would expose his deficiencies. And as a result, we are where we are today, which is in a period of crisis. And we have two crises, and they both derive from the same condition. And that condition is the emergence of the domination of corporate power over American democracy that accelerated beginning in 2010 with the Citizens United case that unleashed a tsunami of corporate money.
Okay, he's just talking about he's just talking about how Biden did so well, as throughout his life. He did a lot of good things. Maybe, I don't know. No offense, not as president. Look at where we are now. It's a tragedy. Worse than 01 back in that time. But he was just saying some nice things about Joe Biden, right? Some nice, good things about Joe Biden. And
A lot
this
of
is the
political
same
announcements
thing.
made from the
Okay.
Kennedy.
Same thing, boys. Now, we just have to wonder, bro. Who is taking the next spot as the Democratic nominee? Now, that's the problem at hand, right? I know I'm probably not going to vote Democrat, but they put RFK Jr. as a Democratic leader who would run against Trump. I'll probably vote Democrat for the first time in my life. What up? What is this about? Okay, this is the same thing, but they're just taking forever to get to the 2 minutes that we get to talk. He gets to talk. But yeah, who is actually gonna be running against Trump in November? It's not gonna be Biden anymore. I think most of us kind of had a feeling that Biden would not be able to run for a second time, right? It's just he is too old and he can't run the country. Now they're trying to put someone worse who's going to make the country even worse, right? To run against Trump. But we might be in dangerous times. I don't know. Just depends on who is going to be running against Trump. Who's going to do it?
Have you ever wondered how economic policies shape our future?
Yes.
Today, we're dissecting RFK Jr.'s stance on jobs, taxes, and economic growth. Are his proposals a recipe for prosperity or potential pitfalls? We're breaking down the details to uncover their potential effects. Join me as we explore the proposals and their implications for our economy. RFK Jr.'s economic vision. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. RFK Jr. envisions an economy that prioritizes growth and equity, aiming to create a robust and inclusive economic landscape. His policies are designed to address systemic issues such as income inequality, unemployment, and financial instability. By focusing on sustainable development and fair
Come on, get to the point.
He advocates for substantial investments in infrastructure projects, which improve public facilities and generate many jobs across various sectors. By prioritizing the development of renewable energy sources, RFK Jr. aims to create new opportunities in the green economy, ensuring that the transition to sustainable energy also translates into job growth. RFK Jr. recognizes the need for a
Now, okay. We're just gonna link that another. All right, boys.
And now we have more of the speakers, it looks
Now,
like, who are going to be underway, including Hulk Hogan.
There we go. All right, boys. I'm thinking we're gonna react to this. Yeah. Me personally, I'm not gonna vote the Democrat side because, you know, I just don't believe in those guys over there. Not all of them, but just the people like the governor of California, then this previous vice president, Kamala Harris, or whatever her name is, you know. I forgot her name. That's probably her name. I'm not going to vote for those guys. That's just me. For me, it's either Trump or RFK Jr. Now, RFK, like I've been saying for a long time now, it's, you know, if he gets on all the ballots. And so, like the last video we did, I know he can win, but the media is painting a picture like he can't because he's an independent with two big monster tyrants of parties, right? Two parties that control everything, that get all the money from the companies, right? So, it's going to be tough for RFK. But I'm thinking we're going to react to Hulk Hogan's speech, you know, to see if we feel in our loins. But see what he says, man. I've only watched a portion of Hulk Hogan's speech. You know, the Hulkamania. Man who rips shirts. Why does he rip his shirt off? I mean, he's a pretty cool guy, cool mustache, and he believes in Christ, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. Oh yeah, boys. I'm gonna like the video. I like Hulk Hogan. But it's also weird to see so many people come out and not. It is a little odd to see a lot of backlash from people saying stuff about Trump because, back in the day, if people said that Trump was a bad man, they wouldn't lose their jobs or lose things, right? But he was almost assassinated, so that does change things up. He was almost alt-forward in a video game, but in real life, right? But I want to look at it both sides, I still like RFK Jr. I'm still not in love with him, but I like his policies. I like what he stands for, and I will probably vote for him if he's on all the ballots. Now, that's just a tough thing, man, because he has to be on more ballots. If he's not on the ballots, our hands are tied to our toes, right? We can't reach the biscuits. So it's going to be really tough to vote for the fella if he's not there,
Hogan, let's keep listening.
USA! Let's go, boys.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Tell me.
You know something? When I came here tonight, there was so much energy in this room. I felt maybe I was in Madison Square Garden getting ready to win another world title. Or maybe I thought the vibe was so intense, the energy was so crazy, it felt like maybe I was going to press that no-good, stinky giant over my head and slam him through the mat, brother. But what I found out was I was in a room full of real Americans, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And at the end of the day, with our leader up there, my hero, that gladiator, we're going to bring...
Hold up, my hero? Oh, brother. Let's keep on going.
America back together. One real American at a time, brother. You know something? I've seen some great tag teams in my time. Hulk Hogan and, ooh, yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage. But you know something?
RIP.
I see the greatest tag team of my life standing upon us, getting ready to straighten this country out for all the real Americans.
I don't know if I trust JD Vance. But his change of heart might be true. I don't want to say the guy's just lying through his teeth, saying, Trump, I love you. Then he's going to backstab him like Theodore Roosevelt's VP, Don't want to say that, but it's just odd that they switched sides and he's glazing him up extra sauce on Donald Trump, dude. But yeah, it's kind of odd to see that. Why?
Even though you guys are real Americans, you better get ready, because when Donald J. Trump becomes the president of the United States, all the real Americans are going to be nicknamed Trumpites. Because
no, I'm good, dog.
Because all the Trumpites are going to be running wild for 4 years. So with the power of Donald J. Trump and all the Trumpites running wild, America is going to get back on track. And like Donald J. Trump said, America is going to be great again. When I look out and I see all the real Americans, I think about how Donald Trump, his family was compromised. When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next President of the United States.
Yes, sir.
Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania
yes, sir,
run
boy.
wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
Okay, boys, this is probably going to be an extremely short live stream. We'll probably continue in a bit. But I think it's either Trump or not Hulk Hogan. He's not running. Definitely wouldn't want The Rock to be president of the United States. Seems like he just kisses up to anybody who wants to kiss him on the lips. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not like that. Love you, Rocky. Love you, Rock. Give me a hug. I don't know. But boys, for me, it just RFK has to get on the ballots, man. That's what it matters, dude. He has to get on the ballots. If he's not on there, I can't vote for the guy. Let's check RFK Jr. polls. Right? So, RFK, he has to be on the polls. No, 1 day ago. That is awful. Okay, see? Let's look at this, boys. Alright. Trump, 43%. He still wins. RFK, 5.8%. Okay, in June, he was at 16. He dropped again. Bro. Telling you, boys, RFK, it might be over for him. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but let's look at more of the polls, okay? See, he's dropping down again, bro. Now, let's look at some more of the polls, boys. Okay? Because if he can't... Dang, bro, I mean... Alright, let's watch this video of RFK. Come on, let's get through it, boys.
We're watching my numbers grow all the time. I'm now beating President Biden and President Trump among independents. I'm beating them among all Americans under 35. I have better approval ratings and favorability ratings than both of them. I'm doing well with black voters, with Hispanic voters. And the one group that I don't do well with is baby boomers, because they're watching the mainstream networks, CNN, ABC, NBC.
See, that's the problem, right? That is awful. Now, we are so close to November. And by these polls, he's only getting 5% right now, right? He's doing well with the young folk. But, bro, 5%... Trump still wins, right? Trump still wins. And RFK is left in the dust by even the Democrats. See, there's a major problem with him being an independent. Not that I hate his views or anything, but him... Bro, he is the underdog. I want him to win. Okay. Let's check my state. Okay. Even. Okay, see, my state mostly approves. Somewhat. Disapproval? Okay. Why did it jump that high? Okay. Oh, it's because of all the things going on with social media and all the accusations they're throwing on him. Boys, we have to be real here. It's looking not that great. Well, this is the Hill, right? And not a really trustworthy site. Yes. .3%. See, he's still okay. 11%. That is, it jumped up 5 points, but to get up to 40 and outbeat these other people, right? To get up to 40, boys. I don't know how that's gonna happen, right? Oh man, he has a mountain to climb. Not saying that it's not possible. It is possible. If God wills it, then it will be, right? But I really love I love RFK. I like what he stands for. I like the policies he wants to push in office. But both sides are pushing him out, boys. Both sides don't want him in there because they know he could win. They want to stir up his name and put it in the dirt. He was at 20%. Then, after everything else, he went down to 5%, then back up to 11 or whatnot. Let's see. He went back up to 11% as of January 16th. It's the 21st. They need to update these, bro. Which I don't know how much you can trust the Hill, if I'm being 100% honest. But ever since he said, yeah, his numbers are climbing. But the thing is, that was a year ago. This is today. And if he cannot get to 20% or even 30%, boys, I want to vote for this guy. My heart is telling me I want to vote for this guy. Not lying. It's him or Trump. But it doesn't seem like RFK can get up there, right? I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. But let's see how many. What's it called again? On how many ballots? Okay. Okay, boys. I might be wrong. Let's look at these. Confirmed. Let's go, boys. He's not out of it yet, boys. He's not out of it yet. Let's go. Okay. Now let's see. Holy potato dogs. I'm telling you, boys. Holy hot skins wieners in my pants. Okay? Now let's see. Alright. So he's claimed these. He's claimed California, New Mexico, Texas. He's got Florida. Good. He's got South Carolina. He's got North Carolina. He's got Delaware, Minnesota, Michigan. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Boys, he's on 9 states. He's got to get on all of them. I mean, he's got a long way to go, right? A long way to go to get all the way up to 50 plus states, right? He's claimed Hawaii. Now the thing is, he needs to get on California, very important state to be on, right? 54 electoral votes, right? That's really important. Texas, 5. What the? No, 40. My bad. 5, 10, 7, 5, 6, 19, 11, 17, 19, 28, 4, 28, New York. Okay, good. 14, 3, okay. 16, 9, and 30. Okay. So here's what he has to do, right? I don't know everything. He definitely has to be in California, Texas. He has to win these big states and a couple of the small ones. He has to win, right? He has a chance here, boys. He has a chance here. That's if all of us come together and say, hey, I want RFK as president, right? I want RFK as president. I think he can win. I know he can win if all of us band together and say, hey, we're voting for this guy. You know? We're voting for this guy. If we all band together and say, hey, this guy has a chance, but we have to be together on this, right? If we don't want the two-party system, we have to say, hey, man, this is the man I want in office, and I'm voting for this fella, right? But if we do that, I think he can win, boys. If we come together and say, hey, this guy can win. I want to vote for this guy. He has a chance. But there's a lot of states claimed, and there's only like 9 states confirmed. Now, he has to get all the rest of the signatures, right? Let's say, whoa, gets all these up here confirmed, right? Then he gets these confirmed, and these big states like Texas and California confirmed. Now, if he can win California, right? And it's going to be tough. It's going to be absolutely tough. If he can win Texas, that is really big, right? And Texas, you know, is a red state. It's conservative, and they're leaning very towards Trump, right? That's just a guess. An estimated guess, right? But if he can win that one, if he can win Florida with 30 votes, I hope he wins South Carolina. And if he wins North Carolina as well, that'll give him a better chance. If he can win New York, right? He has a high chance. Now, if he can get all these confirmed up here, 4 and 12. See, he needs to win these big states, man. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters if he wins the small states, right? If he wins these small states, it's like good. You have extra polling, you got some more votes. But the thing is, you're fighting against 2 political big parties, 2 tyrants that control a lot of things in our life, right? But he has to get these signatures. He has to get confirmed in these states, and both the Democrats and the Republicans are trying to kick him out. For some reason, they're trying to take him out. They're trying to say, hey, we're going to do some weird things to you. You don't stop. Probably not, but he has to have more confirmed states. He needs to get Virginia, West Virginia, daggum 4. He still needs to get that one. And Kentucky 8. So if he gets these, and Maryland, that's 10. That's pretty good. Then Missouri, that's 10. Arkansas 6, 9. Alabama, Louisiana is 6. Okay, that's not a good number. 3 6s. Kind of satanic. Not gonna lie, boys. Do they worship owls there? No one knows. I think that's just California. Owl worshippers. They go there, have gay butt sex, celebrate, kiss each other, and it's all man. Kind of odd to me, but that's allegedly worshiping owls. Rituals. Oh, wait, hold up. Okay, Alabama's 9, 11, 16. Okay, so, boys, he has to win in the Bible Belt, right? So let's look at this. If he wins South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, okay, that's pretty decent numbers. He gets claimed in these states, right? These are some going to be, just like the North, man, this is going to be a bullheaded run, dude. He has to be going in there saying, hey, if you don't vote for me, you fuck your dog. Probably shouldn't say that. He's a politician. Not a good way to say that, and that's kind of crazy. My bad. But these states right here, okay, 13, 4, 8, Ohio 17. He's claimed that, but he's not confirmed, right? He has to get confirmed, boys, in 19. Okay, 6, 5. Okay, so he needs to go on this loop. I think if he's not already going through these states, he needs to put his name throughout these, man. Because these are important states, just like these up here. Because in the South, man, it's okay. Okay, my bad. But in the South, it's going to be a tough battle, man, because he's going to be facing against Trump, a Republican, and the South is mostly known for being Republican, right? So it's going to be a hard-fought win. He needs to be down there in Texas pushing his name out there, saying, hey guys, this is what I'm fighting for, this is why you should vote for me, because I'm fighting for your rights as Americans, and fighting against the wax and the jabby jab and all that stuff. I'm going against all these hard companies to bring back the middle class and all the other things you guys discussed in chat. Appreciate it. But he needs to be in these smaller states, man, in these southern states, the Bible Belt, to really push that, because Alabama, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, where you fight an alligator and kiss a cousin. I don't know. No offense. I don't think I have any viewers down in Louisiana. I might be wrong. But it's weird. Never mind. It doesn't matter. And Arizona. Let's see how many electoral votes Arizona has. 11. That's the one he needs to get confirmed in. See, if he gets confirmed in all these states and this one right here, he needs to be putting his name out there in all of these states, right? I'd start off with probably these right here. Do a swoop through here, but most importantly these right here, to get his name out there and to get these states, because these states right here, Texas and California, are some of the states he has to win, right? Because if he doesn't win California, it's gonna be tough, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be outrageous, right? So he has to win in those states. 54 electoral votes, right? That is really important. Then you have Texas with 40. This is the most important election. It's time changing. Could be the end of the world or just be regular old, life. But he has to win New York, man. All these states or a must win if he's on all the ballots, right? He has to get on 30 plus states and get his percentage up, because 11% is not enough to win. He has to get up past 40 to beat out Donald Trump. Now, if he needs to be on all of these, he has to be on all 240, 285. He has to get on California. He has to get on Georgia and Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Illinois, Indiana, and NE, Nebraska. Yes, even Nebraska, boys, and Colorado, and New Mexico. But most importantly, Texas. He's in Utah. Pretty nice. Arizona. He has to get on Arizona. 11 points. You can't miss out on that. Nevada. Yes. California. Yeah. So, he has to get on all these, boys. It's going to be a struggle, but I know he can do it, man. He needs to get all them signatures. But that is the problem. Something wrong? Okay. Stupid son of a gun. Daggone. But. Okay, sorry. I was looking at my notice. But he needs to get on all these states, or there won't be much of a chance for him to become president of the United States. I got a little bit down, not gonna lie, with the percentages, but he can boost those up, man. He can get that higher, way higher. But for me, it's him or Trump. One thing is, I do not like JD Vance. No offense, it seems a little icky. It seems a little odd, JD Vance, and what's going on with him. I don't know if I like it, man. But RFK has to get on more ballots. He has to be on there, man. If he's not, there won't be a chance for him to win this thing at all. There would not be a chance. That is a problem, right? That is a huge problem. Now, I like that, man. Journey to the White House. It doesn't have to be a White House. We believe in diversity. Yes, we do. I'm joking. I don't know. But he just has to get on more states, man. He has to get confirmed. Okay, perfect video, boys. Perfect video.
Despite being the only candidate in this race who has graced the cover of the Tortoise magazine, RFK Jr. probably won't be our next president.
Drowned my turtle
but for
one
the
time.
Deep-pocketed donors funding his effort to get on the ballot in key states, that's not really the plan. So what is the plan? And who exactly is bankrolling RFK Jr.'s presidential push?
Yes.
It turns out the answer has a lot more to do with Trump than putting a Kennedy back in the White House. Maybe you missed it amidst the chaos of your MAGA uncle complaining about Taylor Swift, but that RFK Jr. ad definitely aired during the Super Bowl. The 30-second commercial was not paid for by RFK Jr.'s campaign. He actually had nothing to do with it. In fact, after it aired, he turned to Twitter to express regret and offer apologies to his own family members, some of whom felt that it marred the family's legacy. So who actually paid for this ad?
American Values 2024 is responsible for the contents of this advertisement.
American Values 2024, the super PAC backing Kennedy, dropped a cool $7 million for the spot, which about 124 million people saw, or 124 million.
Well, you know, that's pretty good, right? They did something to help him out. I think that's, I don't know, let's look more
eyeballs
into
than that magazine about turtles ever got.
Let's go Turtles! Never ate one before, though.
Propping up American Values 2024 is a large group of big donors. Kennedy is just the face emerging from the trench coat, but he's on the shoulders of a bunch of millionaires and billionaires who are driven by one goal, to get RFK Jr. on the ballot in all key states across the country. Doing a majority of the legwork here is the super PAC's biggest donor, Timothy Mellon. In fact, more than half of the $38 million raised by American Values this cycle has come from Timothy Mellon alone. So what's his deal?
Where'd that go? He's got more than 5 heads than I do. Let's continue.
Does he have a track record of trying to get longtime Democratic Falconers turned independent anti-vaxxers into the Oval Office? Well, not exactly. Mellon...
I mean, who else would the hell be running this country, boys? Do we want another two-party system where each side is like, hey, you're gay and dumb. Hey, you kiss your dog and your cousin and you fuck them both in the ass. Okay, sorry. Bad language. But... the two-party system's so corrupt, right? They push anyone out that's an independent that actually wants to do good by the country and the people. So, I mean, I know Trump is decent, but RFK, I believe, is better, right? I know Trump can bring peace, but RFK, he stands against the company's power. He does not align with it. For the past 30 to 40 years, he's been attacking big companies that are harming its people. Now, as Trump did that, no, he signed a bill so that more companies can sell our data, right? So he also did things like that. We can't look past that as people that are in love with Trump, right? Biden probably done worse. You know, shout out to Snowden. But... just seems like Kennedy is the guy. He has to get on all the states. But I just really dislike this whole two-party system. We're all Americans here. We're all Americans. We need to stand together, sing Kumbaya. Probably not that, but that'd be odd. But this whole two-party system is corrupt, man.
From the 34th richest family in America and likened anti-poverty programs to slavery.
We love gay people here, though. We love everyone.
Has long been a significant Republican donor. He's given tens of millions to Republican congressional super PACs. He's generously funded Trump's super PAC, Make America Great Again, Inc., to the tune of $16.5 million over the span of just 2 years. He was even Trump's top donor in 2020, and it doesn't look like he's going to stop tossing money at Trump anytime soon. His last donation of $5 million to the pro-Trump PAC came on January 30th, 2024. Just 22 days prior, he sent the same amount to the pro-Kennedy PAC, making it pretty clear that Timothy Mellon doesn't want Kennedy. He knows Kennedy can spoil a Biden win, so he's keeping him afloat. And keeping the Kennedy Jr. boat afloat is his second biggest donor.
Gavin De Becker. Remember that name.
De Becker is a billionaire author and a hired security guru for the stars. He wrote a book called The Gift of Fear. It's basically about trusting your intuition and your gut in order to avoid danger and not thinking logically.
But the reality is that logic is plotting and unoriginal and far too slow to be useful in an emergency because it's slow to accept reality and it's burdened by judgment.
It would be in this context that De Becker would donate more money to Kennedy than any other cause he's ever supported. In total, he's given $10 million to American Values, although nearly all of it was later returned to him. It's an unprecedented arrangement where De Becker loans the super PAC money and they refund any unused funds. So what's in it for De Becker? Kennedy's campaign has paid De Becker's security firm $1.9 million for security services and travel expenses. De Becker is the biggest line item for Kennedy's campaign. Perhaps one of the more mysterious sources of funding for the pro-Kennedy super PAC is coming from a family office called Planeta Management LLC. The business, which was registered on August 18, 2022, has given American Values 2024 $4 million. So who's behind the donation? On filing paperwork, the CEO's name and address field were left blank. In other words, we have no idea who the third biggest donor to Kennedy's bid is. We do know his fourth biggest donor, though.
CEO of Centner Academy, Layla Centner, spoke Tuesday about her school's controversial new policy trying to keep teachers and staff from getting life-saving COVID vaccinations. In a letter to parents, it suggests tens of thousands of women worldwide had adverse effects, including hemorrhaging and miscarriages, just by being near someone who had the vaccine.
Layla Centner has so far donated $1 million to the pro-Kennedy super PAC. Now, I'm not saying that the private school CEO is yet another die-hard Republican donor. but previous donations have gone to volleyball star George Santos and former President Donald Trump. Beyond that, a multitude of donors have contributed hundreds of thousands of dollars to the American Values 2024 group. People like Robert Bishop, a hedge fund founder who has previously supported a pro-DeSantis super PAC and Trump's Victory Committee. Skyhorse Publishing, the firm behind RFK Jr.'s literary works, and other notable figures like billionaire John Paul DeJoria, the founder of Paul Mitchell Hair Care.
You can do well for yourself by doing good things for other people.
All of these pro-Kennedy donations have so far been bearing fruit in a big way. With the help of American Values 2024, Kennedy Jr. has gotten on ballots in key states like Nevada and New Hampshire. Additionally, he'll appear on the ballot in Hawaii and Utah, and the Super PAC announced that they have collected enough signatures to get on the ballot in Georgia, Arizona, and Michigan, 3 critical swing states with razor-thin margins. Getting on the ballot isn't cheap. American Values has plans to spend $15 million to get their guy on the ballot in all 50 states. That cash is earmarked for hiring a brigade of canvassers who will be hitting the streets, knocking on doors, and getting signatures. And just to make sure they've got all their bases covered, they've brought in 3 canvassing firms to get those signatures.
We're going to be able to get on the ballot in 50 states and the District of Columbia. It will probably cost us around $15 million, maybe more, to get on the ballot, but we're going to be able to do it. This is forcing us to build an army in all 50 states.
But Kennedy has no chance of winning. So why are some of the wealthiest people in America spending millions to get him on the ballot? Well, because almost all of these pro-Kennedy donations are coming from people who've long supported Donald Trump. It's no surprise to see what an RFK Jr. presence on the ballot does.
But when Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is on the ballot, Trump's lead over Biden expands to 5 points, 36% to 31%, while Kennedy nets 16% of the vote.
So that's the plan. As Kennedy secures ballot access across the country with the backing of American Values 2024, the stage is set for an incredibly impactful electoral presence. Kennedy's donors know that he'll never step foot in the White House, but that was never their goal. Their goal is to ensure that Trump does. They know the truth about RFK Jr. on the ballot, that a vote for him in actuality is a vote for Donald Trump, which is why it's crucial that you know this now. Because
that explains a lot. That explains a lot, boys. It's going to be tough for RFK to win. It's going to be really tough for him. Because he needs to get on all the ballots he can get on, right? Every single one. All 50 states. He has to get that percentage up. Especially through the South and with the boomers. Because, like he said, the boomers watch Fox News. They watch CNN. So it's going to be really tough for him to get on those and really excel. And get a lot of votes, right? So he has to get up to 40%. Right now, he's at 11 as of 5 days ago, right? So he has to get on all those ballots. It's going to be hard for him to do that, right? Because he has to get all the signatures, and he's going to be battling the right and the left side to get all those signatures, right? So I'd still vote for him if he's on all the ballots. Now, we want him to win. He has a chance to win. That's all of us coming together and saying, hey, boys, we're going to vote for RFK Jr. I believe he can be the next president of the United States, right? He can be. But we have to believe it. I know we can. Boys, I'm going to upload this. The stream is most likely going to go private or unlisted or whatnot. We're going to upload this, but like it, or like the stream. Leave a subscribe if you want to see more RFK live stream or videos. We're gonna be covering this, but we need some more news to come out. Biden just dropped out of the race. They're either having Kamala Harris or the governor of Michigan, or maybe even Hillary Clinton. She's gonna run again, bro? That is insane. That is some crazy sauce right there. But as of today, they are finding some new people to run for president. On the Democratic side. And most of them don't have a chance. I don't think they're going to get RFK on their ballots because they don't like the guy. They don't like him one bit. And it seems like the guy might be right in this last video that the people that are helping RFK out just don't want him to win. They don't think he's going to step foot into the White House. But this is American underdog, right? America, since the beginning, has always been the underdog. In the last couple of years, not in the last couple of years, but in the 1900s, man. In World War II, no one believed in us. Then Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, and they awoke a giant, a sleeping giant. America has always been different. The people have always been different. Underdogs will always immerse in this country of ours, and I believe that 100%. I know this guy can win, but we just gotta come together as Americans and build up a presence on social media and say, hey, we're coming together, and I want this guy to win. I believe he can win, right? We gotta build that presence and say, hey, this guy, he has the chance to win. Social media and the other types of media are just pushing down his name and putting things on his forehead saying he's a conspiracy theorist and he's all these things. But that's just if he can get on the ballots. You know what I mean? If he can get up there. And I think he can. But his percentage must go up. If that doesn't happen, it might be over. Might be over. But I want to feel good. I want to end this live stream off on a good note. He can win. Let's band together and believe, man. Believe in this guy's journey. We're gonna watch it all. But for me, it's him or Trump. Because I don't think they're gonna put him on the Democratic Party, right? They don't like him. They think he's a whack job. I may be wrong, and different news may come up, right? And it would be crazy if he went as a Democratic nominee and he completely switched up his views. Not saying he's going to, but that would be a wild change of events, right? That would be insane. I don't think he will do that. Let me just clarify that. But that would be insane, boys. That would be crazy. It's just him or Trump. But I'll end it off with this. We shouldn't trust the government because the government guys are smart. This audience doesn't have autism like my main channel. Maybe you do, I don't know. But appreciate all the love and all the feedback you guys have left on the previous videos, man. Thank you guys. We're gonna keep on investigating RFK and Donald Trumpy. The next stream, maybe later tonight, we're gonna fully investigate Donald Trump. And see what's going on with him. And circle back to RFK, maybe. Probably do that a few times because he is the guy I want to vote for over Trump. But it just depends on, if the percentages go up, if he's on all the ballots, he's got to get confirmed. This is just a process that has to play out. Because, guys, we want to think on our own, not put too much faith into one person or one party. I believe, like I said plenty of times, in the Lord, right? Don't want to push that on you guys, but we shouldn't, I'm just speaking for me. I shouldn't put that much faith in these politicians because, a lot of them will backstab you and not fight for your beliefs like they should. Right? Because we're in that problem. And then they take money from outside companies that will control things within the government and lead us into a terrible place in time, right? Like the 1900s until Theodore Roosevelt came in office and actually did a lot of great things, right? So this kind of process has to play out a little bit more. Gotta be a little bit more patient and let things play out. And get some more fantastic news from the Hill or from some different places, Can't trust all these news sources because they do lie and try to spread propaganda, right? All throughout history, propaganda, man. On both sides of the aisle. Both sides. But boys, enough yammering on and yapping. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream / video. It will be uploaded tonight. So guys, if you want to skip through to different places. Skip to the ending or the last video we watched. Skip to like 40 minutes or whatnot. Or you just want to see the beginning. Right? Guys, I'll see you in the next video, man. Might be later tonight. I don't know. Gonna refresh up. Get some water. I'm zenned out. Zenned out. Cottonmouth. Not from other things. Because I'm not in the closet. Okay, bad joke. But boys, hope you enjoyed the video. And like the stream or the video, man. It really helps me out and let me know that you like this stuff. If it's good, you know what I mean? We're gonna have some debates coming soon. Hopefully, if I can get the boys on. But be safe out there. God bless you guys. Yeah.